Right, hello everybody, what is happening? It is your boy Ariake back here with an unoriginal idea, with an unoriginal video. Doing a favorite classes list, you know, least to greatest in the favoricy category. So, let's do that shit. Now before I start, I'd like to make it clear that I actually only dislike a single class in the game, and that's number 15. It's Rogue. I generally just do not enjoy Rogue as a class solely because it is only good whenever people do not play the game beside you. There's always complaining about anti-roguing and people like anti-roguing and people anti-roguing. That's just about it. And really, it's just so common that it just makes the class not as good as it could be. Like, I understand it's great for rushing, it's great for soloing, but the moment someone else is there, your cloak essentially becomes useless, and that's why they created the Cloak of the Mad God, right? Is to make sure that you don't die every time there's someone next to you. It's literally the anti-rogue cloak. But, you know, unfortunately I didn't get my hands on that. But, you know, this may change. I may start liking Rogue because I recently acquired the Cloak of Blaze of Prizes, as you all know. So, yeah. I don't know. I think things may change. So, on to the neg one. Right, and next up is Paladin, surprisingly. I love Paladin as a class. It's extremely good in a team fight, possibly one of the best classes in the game, just in accordance to team fights and usefulness. I just don't enjoy playing the class myself all that much. It's a lot of fun, but it also gets stale very, very quickly. After like 1500 fame with just like a G cookie or something, it's just like, I'm not really having a lot of fun. So that's kind of why it's so low on this list, is because I'd rather just play on a different class rather than Paladin. 100% of the time, every time I'm on my Paladin that I don't currently have, I'm just like, yeah, I'd rather just be playing on my Warrior right now, or I'd rather be playing on my Knight or my Samurai or something else right now. And that's why it ranks so low on the list. So on to number 13. Assassin. Yeah, I love Assassin, actually. I love playing as him. He's just, not my favorite class to play in the world. He really has actually literally nothing to give to a team fight except some damage and curse with the ST poison that can be covered by a lot of other classes now, like, you know, Necro, Warrior, Mystic, all of those can curse. So yeah, there's really nothing that Assassin can do in a team setting, and that's honestly why it ranks this low. But from here on out, only Thigo classes, so let's get it. Right now, number 12 is Wizard. Wizard is, bar none, one of the best classes in the game. It has, like, some of the highest DPS. I think the highest DPS, actually, just period. Just EP, Spell Bomb, 75 attack, 75 dex. It's fucking ridiculous. It's definitely the right class to start out with, you know, when you start out your account, they give you Wizard, which is fucking broken. It's a lot of fun. I love Spellbomb, and I love Jade Storm. It is so ridiculously good. It does so much damage to clusters of enemies, and even on one enemy, it just shreds everything, and it's ridiculous. So yeah, Wizards is one of my favorite classes. Alright, 98.9% male according to my demographics, boys. Number 11, as you can tell, is Warrior. One of the, possibly the strongest class in the game. Just most versatile and everything, especially because, you know, I have Yug. But seriously, Warrior is so ridiculously broken. It can shred through gods with no time, with just, you know, Pixie and Berserk, right? Jug, for instance, is one of the most sought-after items in the game, second probably only to Augmer or Omnipotence Ring. It is so ridiculously good that people normally value it over an actual character and will literally, like, put it away if they think they're going to die. So, yeah, Warrior is pretty cucking good. Fuck it, let's go to the next one, I'm not re-recording this shit. Right, top 10. So, number 10 is Knight. Knight will always hold a special place in my heart. It is the first 8/8 class I've ever had, and the first 5-star I've ever had. In fact, that same knight is still alive to this very day. Knights always described as a brain-dead class, but obviously it's not, because starting O2 takes a lot of work. Starting other things takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of balls to play knight in a lot of situations, especially like in game dungeons. So yeah, knight's one of just the strongest classes in the game. I know I'm gonna be saying that a lot, but it's true. Just you always see people playing it like literally everywhere. So yeah, knight's still a hella omega good class. Yee! Okay, on to oh yeah, baby, woo! On to number 9 is priest. Priest is one of my oldest classes. Actually, the same priest that you saw in my first video is still alive, still rocking. So yeah, it's pretty sick. Priest is just an amazing class for team play. Probably the best team class because its entire character, its entire class structure is based around the team by healing others and yourself, and removing debuffs even with Piri, which is actually probably one of the best items in the game. Just honestly, like bro, like dude, like bro, like that's so if you can't tell, I forgot what I was gonna say, so I just kind of started repeating over and over again. So now we're here, and now we're on to number 8, Sorcerer. Sorcerer is just such a fun class, really. It's speedy, it's got decent DPS, it's got a really interesting ability, and it's got Wizmod now, which makes it so much better than it was before. It's also got probably just the best scepter in the game, the Delit Stick, as I like to call it, or the Slim Jim. Dude, the Slim Jim is so ridiculously good. It actually just deletes things. Like, it just does so much damage, it leaves them at 1 HP, like you see now. It's ridiculous. It's basically like a spell bomb for 80 mana that you could just hit directly every single time. Is actually ridiculous. But yeah, I love Sorcerer. It's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of cool English. Can you speak it, my boy? Obviously not. Let's go on to number 7. Holy shit. Alright, coming in at number 7 is the newest addition to Realm, the Samurai. Now, the Samurai has been hated on a lot, but I don't know, I love it. I've 8-8'd 2 Samurais already, and I don't know, I just love them to death. There's a lot of fun. Too much fun, even. So, Samurai, how do I even describe Samurai as a class? I guess the one word that comes to mind is balance, as, you know, Thick Giribok said, you know, Jack of all trades, master of none, which is extremely true. There's really nothing that Samurai excels at, but there's nothing that it, like, dwindles in either. It's just an all-around good class you can bring to pretty much anything, and you'll be contributing something. It's got a new debuff exposed, which is the only debuff that can be applied to Void, which is huge. You know, before they patch that shit, but whatever, let's move on to the next one. Oh, Huntress, you beautiful, thick-legged being, you. Coming in number 6 is the third thickest class in all of RotMG. That is the Huntress. Huntress has such a big ass that it literally throws it on people and slows or paralyzes them, depending on how robust the ass is. For instance, the Honey Tomb Snare slows everything on screen, just because it's that fucking thick. The C-Trap paralyzes enemies because the ass is that rotund. So, yeah, Huntress just uses its thickness to its advantage, and that's why I love it so much. So that's why it's at number 6. Alright, top 5, baby, let's get it! Number 5 is Archer. I used to love Huntress way more than Archer. I used to think Archer was just, you know, Huntress, but with a non-AoE ability. But then I got B-Quiv, and B-Quiv is so fucking good. 5 seconds slow for like 80 MP, 3 shots that do decent damage. So if you get all 3 shots in, and that's just nutto damage. So yeah, B-Quiv 100% makes Archer much better than Huntress, and that's why it ranks just a tad above Huntress. Everything that I said about Huntress can be applied to Archer, except from the fact that Archer is not thick. He is muscular, or in the case of this guy, a fucking neck. So, yeah, he's really the only class that can just become a full neck. So yeah. Alright, fellas and fellettes, number 4 is the class everyone expected to see at the bottom of this list, and possibly is at the bottom of your personal lists, Mystic. I fucking adore Mystic more than most classes, obviously. Mystic is the second thickest class. You see that fucking leg right there that she's got? Oh my god, she needs to calm down with that leg. Anyway, Mystic has Berserk and Curse on the same character. That, in and of itself, just makes it ridiculous. It's also extremely fast for a rogue class. It's got 60 speed. With the set that I've got on, it's got 70 as normal, and the max speed you can get is 80, and then you can go even faster with Speedy with the ST orb. So it's actually extremely good for rushing because, you know, you can just keep stasising enemies and just fucking sprinting through the rooms. So yeah, Mystic is an extremely good class. I honestly don't understand why people shit on it so much. You really just need to give it a chance. Yeah, Mystic's just one of the best classes in the game. Taking the bronze medal is Ninja. Whew, Ninja is one of those characters, you know? It's one of those characters that people say they don't like, but in reality they actually fucking love it. Ninja is just, it's literally got everything. It's got more depth than a rogue class. It's got some of the highest speed in the game. It's got a lot of damage. It's got some of the best abilities in the game. You know, stars do a lot of damage, and Midnight Star paralyzes for 4 seconds, the longest paralyzed in the game, not including pets. So yeah, Ninja's really honestly got everything. It's got just, you know, average mana, average HP, which doesn't really matter if you have, like, literally, I think like a 71 or 72 pet, you can perma Speedy. So yeah, it's actually just so deliciously good. Yeah, you just start making a ninja. It's so good. Yeah, that's really all I can say. Taking second place is the first class I ever maxed a stat on, Necromancer. Necro was my first 6/8, first max character, first everything, actually. I made the Necro, it was great. It was the first character to 1000 fame. It was just such a fun time playing Necro for the first time. And then, from that point on, I've made and died on countless Necros, honestly. They're just such a farmable class, and if you're interested in doing PvEs, the easiest and probably best class to do a PvE on, solely because you don't need an amazing pet or amazing stats for the Necro to be a good class. You hit Soulbound pretty much anywhere, and especially with the new buff to Necro, and its Wiz mod, and its attack buff, it's honestly just one of the best classes in the game, just regardless. Like, it has similar damage to a wizard, and has a good healing that can even rival a priest if there's a large cluster of enemies. See, a Necro is a ridiculously good class. You can pretty much bring it anywhere, you can do anything with it, except, you know, rushing abysses, I guess. If that's the one thing you want to do in your life, then Necro's not for you, but, yeah, Necro's just such a great class. One of my favorites will always hold a special spot right here. Much to no one's surprise, first place is Trickster. I love Trickster so much. The just downright most fun class in the game. One of the most versatile classes in the game. Almost every single prism does something completely different, meaning that having all of them is best, and switching between them it's just ridiculous. You can switch between all of your prisons within one fight and actually have a use for all 5 of them. Except maybe Ghostly, that's kind of the one that's kind of out there. But yeah, Trickster's just so much better than every other class in my eyes, right? Because Rogue is like what everyone thinks of as the class that you rush on, but I enjoy rushing on Trickster a lot more, you know? But yeah, it's just... Trickster is the thickest class, you know, depending on which skin you use, especially Santa Trickster like I've got now. Trickster is just so fucking big. I don't know, I can't stop hyping about Trickster. I'll talk more about it in the guide that'll come out somewhere between, you know, 2030 and, you know, 3004. But I don't know. I just love Trickster. It's the best dagger class. It's got a lot of DPS, got a lot of speed, is the fastest character in the game. If you have the right pet, you can just continually TP over and over and over again. It's probably the best class to rush on. You can rush even anything, really. You can rush Nest. I've done that before. I've rushed Lost Halls on Trickster before. It's just so good. So good at pretty much anything and everything that I can't help but love the class. And it pains me to see how many people don't like the class. So, yeah, that's my list. I'll go over it again. I'll pick up my piece of paper that I wrote all this down on. I'll go over it again just to make sure you all understand what I'm trying to say here, alright? So, number 15 is Rogue. Number 14 is Paladin. Number 13, Assassin. 12 is Wizard. 11 is Warrior. 10 is Knit. 9 is Priest. 8, Sorcerer. 7, Samurai. Huntress. 6, 5, Archer. 4 is Mystic. 3rd is Ninja. 2nd is Necromancer. And in 1st place is the biggest of them all, Trickster. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I know this probably wasn't the funnest video. God damn it. You know what? I'm gonna stop there. Yeah, see you later. Yeah, bye.